Welcome back to CC Pop Video Weekly, where I have a wonderful live recording of the very famous Laura Fabian song Pas sans toi, which means not without you. We have Laura featuring with Julie Saint Pierre, who's also Canadian, French Canadian, and based in France with her radio station 107.3 Rouge. And Lara was invited as a guest by and to sing in this duet of this famous song made by Lara. And it's a beautiful live version, I've been told. It's my first time listening to this and I'm looking forward. So I've got the lyrics, got all the notes in front of me. But people will say, who is Julie Saint Pierre? She's a well-known television radio broadcaster who worked extensively in both mediums, and she hosts at the Red at Work show on the 107.3, as you can see in the background of the very special image and thumbnail I've done for the two of them. That is with this particular video. So, as well as the family segment on the Hello Weekend show TVA. She's married to Vinci in 2013, and they share a son. She's originally from Canada. She's also a singer and posts her music on YouTube. And she's covered Pink, Adele, so she's trilingual. She sings the French, she sings the English, and I'm sure she sings the Italian as well. And she is extraordinarily popular because she has a beautiful voice as well. It doesn't surprise me that she would have invited Lara to her radio show to co-sing with her. It's a wonderful opportunity for both women to get to know each other. And as you'll see from the video, you see how relaxed Lara is, but she also treats it like she would at any TV show or theatre appearance or any live appearance. She gives everything to it. And you can always see in Lara's face the emotions, the sheer emotion she puts into every song, and I'm sure it'll be no different with this. But from the images, I think we're going to get a taste of the professional woman that she is. She treats everything with such honor. Like when she's invited, she'll sing, of course, but she'll always sing from the heart, and that is a person of soul. She's a soulful person, you know. She connects with everybody, but her voice connects as well. I just love her. I've been a fan of hers for so many years. I've got so many reactions on my channel, so please look for them. And please press those buttons, like, comment and subscribe about this video, because when it comes to Lara herself, and I've done a lot of previous reactions about her background, so do look for it in the description, her musical links if you want more. But from March 2020, the singer was confined to her city of residence, Montreal, and she could not attend a face-to-face on the last shows of the 9th season of The Voice, La Plus Belle Voice in France, and from her studios at Quebec, she did do La Voice on TVA via a link. Now, the unprecedented health crisis in the scene of the Italians, which were first confined to singing on their balconies, inspired her title, Nos Cieux à la Fenêtre, whose proceeds are donated to 4 associations in Canada, Belgium, Italy, and in France. Now, in 2020, Lara discreetly unveiled a collection of 12 experimental music tracks, the fruit of her introspection and her isolation during the confinement of COVID. And the lockdown sessions came out in a limited edition without a label and offers a unique journey of the singer, accompanied again by Mo Denebe. She takes on the role of director of the excuse me today, I think I need more coffee. And you also have to excuse the drilling you'll hear in the background. There's a lot of renovation works in the building going on. So she takes on the role of director of Sixième Soissons Star Academy on TVA, and that has continued. And Fabian is a full lyric soprano with a vocal range that spans 3 octaves from C3 to A5 in live performances. It's going to be, in a radio situation, I imagine before we begin watching this video, it's going to be hard for Lara not to, she's a powerhouse of vocals, so it'll be hard for her to hold back. But the true professional, she'll still deliver beautifully, I'm sure. She's a multilingual and she speaks Italian, French, Spanish, Sicilian, English, Flemish. She's also sung in Azerbaijani, German, Greek, Hebrew, Portuguese, Russian and Turkish. Wow. And why do I love her so much? Why do I think she's just incredible? Why do I think that Julie Jean-Pierre is the perfect person to sing with her? Let's take a listen and you shall find out. Take it away, ladies.
À rien,
mais t'as bien raison.
on vous laisse performer.
Alors, Pas sans toi, accompagné de Manu. Manu, t'es prêt?
Oui, Manu pis toi.
On écoute ça. Ah, on est tous debout.
Sèche tes pleurs, je ne partirai pas. Il m'en faudrait bien plus que ça pour tout détruire, anéantir. Pas ça. Sèche tes pleurs et refais-moi l'amour. Te souviens-tu de cet enfant que tu voulais me faire en chantant? Je t'aime encore si fort, pas sans toi. Je ne la vivrai pas, cette vie-là. Si tu me reprenais dans tes bras, on pourrait reconstruire tout ça. Non, 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 pas sans toi. Ce serait comme renier ma vie. Ce serait comme étouffer un cri. Si j'ai tort, éloigne-toi. Si tu m'aimes, attends-moi. Sèche tes pleurs, le temps nous attendra. Nous nous sommes perdus dans tout ça. Il n'y a plus de raison d'avoir peur, je crois. Sèche tes pleurs, on est tellement plus fort que toutes ces heures, tous ces remords. On s'oubliait, on avait tort. Je t'aime encore si fort, non, pas sans toi. Je ne la vivrai pas, cette vie-là. Si tu me reprenais dans tes bras, on pourrait reconstruire tout ça. Non, 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 pas sans toi. Ce serait comme renier ma vie. Ce serait comme étouffer un cri. Si j'ai tort, éloigne-toi. Si tu m'aimes, attends-moi. Sèche tes pleurs, refais-moi ce sourire, celui qui ne fait pas vieillir ni mon âme, ni mon corps. Je t'aime encore si fort. Maman,
Wow. She always leaves a wow factor behind her. She gave it all. She gave that professional approach that she always does to her songs. She was so involved. Her facial expressions are extraordinary, really extraordinary. And I'm sure that Julie St. Pierre, who I'm still getting to know and still reading her name, is probably thought the best guest I've ever featured on 107.3 Rouge. So check out that radio station. And I think I made a mistake by saying it was in France. I think it's probably in Quebec, Montreal, Canada. If you know where this station is, because this is all new to me, first time listening, first time reacting. I didn't research the radio station as such. I wonder if it's in France or is it in Canada. Either way, they sound beautifully in French, and congratulations to both women. We're going to go straight into the lyrics. It's one of the songs from Lara that I wanted to feature on her own, but then I saw this image of the two of them and I thought, what an interesting angle. She's live, she's singing in a radio station. People would be more interested in a fresher approach than one of her old videos. So that's what I've done today, and I hope I've done it justice. Now we'll get into Not Without You, which is the title of the song, Pan Sans Toi, and that is the English translation. So just let me bring them up. It's all live. Dry your tears, I'm not going. It would need much more than that. To destroy, annihilate everything. Not that. Dry your tears and make love to me again. You remember that child that you wanted to create with me singing? I still love you so much. So obviously it's separation of two people, and they had hopes. They talked of having children and sharing a life together and traveling the world probably. And then it would need much more than that. About, you know, what Lara's saying in the lyrics is, I know you're crying, but I needed much more than that. I needed you to be committed to us and to fulfill your promises as a partner. But to destroy, annihilate everything, not that. That's not what I wanted. Dry your tears. In other words, they mean nothing to me. The second verse, no, not without you, I won't live such a life. If you take me in your arms, we could get everything back together again. No, not without you. It would be like denying my life. It would be like stifling a cry. If I'm wrong, go away. If you love me, wait for me. So she's almost reaching out her hands and saying, take my hand, come with me. If you're nervous, I will guide you on this journey of love. I will get you there. I will make it work, and you will be happy. I made it work for us. But it takes two. So you need to retake me, she says, in your arms. We need to get back together as a team to make it work. I can't be on my own. So she's almost reaching out saying, just take my hand and I'll guide you on this journey. It continues, verse 3, dry your tears, time will wait for us. We got lost in all of this. I don't think there's any more reasons to be afraid. Dry your tears. We are so much stronger than all of this time, all of this remorse. We forgot ourselves. We got things wrong. I still love you so much. So she's admitting that she also was at fault. She saw everything through rose-tinted glasses. She thought the whole world was like with rose petals in the future. They were going to have children. Everything was going to be wonderful and romantic like the films. But reality came in because they got lost in translation. One she loved more and harder than the other person loved her. And that's a mistake a lot of people make in relationships. They go into it and it's all, oh, I love you, and they give all of their heart, all of themselves, only to get the slap in the face and people to say, for the other partner to say, I need to go, this is too heavy, or take your time, slow down. But the other one's all, no, let's keep going with this. It's just, and they don't see the doors closing. And it can be very hurtful and actually very sad. And it's not, both parties are not at fault. It's just always one loves more than the other. It continues, no, not without you. I wouldn't live such a life. If you retake me in your arms, we could get everything back together again. To be honest, if a person has walked away from a relationship, you can't get it back because they don't want it. And you don't have, a person, a human being, doesn't have that mental energy to put into the physical side of things to make the other person change their mind and come back to them. You can't have double, you need double the energy you normally have, and we just don't have it. So it's better to accept, and instead of denying the love has failed, and it's better to walk away from it and be grateful of the small cherished moments you had together, than try and make a future out of something that the other person doesn't want. In other words, it's better to accept reality. It continues, dry your tears, give me that smile that doesn't age, either my soul or my body, I still love you so much. The closing of the lyrics is like the closing of the relationship. It's almost like a prayer, saying, yes, the other person cried because they knew they hurt you, but those are false tears. Those are the tears you don't want to see. You don't want to see sad tears. You want to see tears of happiness. So those are dry tears. You prefer to see the wet tears from laughing and enjoying and being with you. But unfortunately, this relationship didn't happen that way. And you do live in your mind and say, or, today it'd be on the phone, or when you meet them for the last time, you want them to smile like the first time they met you. And you want them to know that it says that doesn't age. The thing about the smile is you want to walk away from the relationship with a last meeting with that person smiling and everything agreed and nice. But sometimes that just doesn't happen. You meet, they say goodbye, and they walk away. Either my soul or my body, it says, I still love you so much. You do love the person. If you've gone into a relationship loving hard, giving your full self, both body, mind, giving yourself physically, giving your soul to them, when you fall, even though you pick yourself up and walk away, you still live in false hope. So because of that they will ring you and come back to you. So you live in shadows for a long time, and you still carry that love, because that love is what eventually heals you, believe it or not. That is what I got out of the lyrics. I hope you liked. I hope you'll also tell me what your favorite Lara Fabian song is, and if you know, and I'm still getting used to her name, Julie St. Pierre, if you know anything about her. I got very little information about her. Please let me know, and what you thought of the song itself. I loved it. Thank you for listening. Au revoir. And